Welcome to Ramzan biology lectures. Please subscribe and also press the bell icon to receive updates of my lectures. Please subscribe, like and share Ramzan biology.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to Ramzan Biology. In this lecture we will talk about the alkyne. In previous lecture we studied about the alkene and alkane and its properties and its preparation. In this lecture we will talk about the characteristics and the properties of the alkyne, that what are alkynes and what are how it is prepared from other organic compound. So first of all we will say that alkynes are unsaturated hydrocarbon just like the alkene. So the first property about the alkene is that they are unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated hydrocarbon. Unsaturated just like the alkene. The second talk is that they have triple bond. Triple bond between the carbon atoms. Like if you take an alkyne, so there should be triple bond between the two carbon atom like this. If you take, there is hydrogen and hydrogen, so there should be triple bond between the carbon atoms. The third one is that their structural formula is a CH2N-2. It means that if you take an alkynes, like the simplest alkyne is the ethyne. If we talk about ethyne, so in the ethyne it is the simplest alkyne. It means that methane is not an alkyne, because in alkyne we say that there should be triple bond between the carbon atoms. While if we talk about the methane, so in methane there is only one carbon atom and there is no formation of triple bond, so methane is not an alkyne. Therefore, if we talk about the ethyne, that how it contains a triple bond and how we can apply this structural, this molecular formula on the ethyne. So in the ethyne there are two carbon atoms. The molecular formula of ethyne is this CH2H. How should we find the number of hydrogen atoms? That there are two hydrogen atoms in the ethyne. So we will use this formula H2N-2. This N show number of carbon atoms. N show number of carbon atoms. So C2, the number of carbon atom is 2. So 2 to the 4 minus 2, so give us 2. So the simplest alkyne is the ethyne, which have C2H2. And if we talk about its structural formula, so in the structural formula we take it how it contains the triple bond, because the triple bond we take in the structural formula. So there is one carbon, there are two carbon in the ethyne. One carbon is triple bonded to another carbon, and there are two hydrogen. So one hydrogen is bonded to this carbon and one to this, so it gives us the simplest alkyne is a ethyne. And if we talk about its dot and cross formula, so in dot and cross formula we say that there is H, so the H here one dot, okay, while there is a one carbon triple bonded to another carbon, okay, and there is a hydrogen, okay, while there is a cross. Okay, as you can see here there are triple bond. One bond is this, one bond is this, one bond is this, and there is a single bond. So the formula in which we show the sharing pair of electron by the dot and cross, this is called dot and cross formula. This is called is a dot, while this is called cross. Dot and cross formula. So these are the properties of the alkyne that what are present actually in the alkyne. Okay, now we will talk about its properties, that what are the properties of the alkyne. So let's So if we talk about the physical properties of the alkyne, that how alkyne occur in the nature, so we say that the first four alkyne, which are the ethyne and propyne and butane, they are in the form of gases. So they are in the form of gas. So we find these three are in the form of gases, while the remaining are in the form of liquid. The remaining are in the form of liquid. The second talk about the physical properties of the alkyne is they are non-polar in nature. Non-polar means that the bond between the carbon atoms and the hydrogen atoms, they are not polar. They have the same electronegativity, so therefore they are non-polar, and due to their non-polar properties, they are not soluble in water. They are not soluble in water, not soluble in water, while soluble in organic solvent. The organic solvent means there are some solvent like benzene, ether. So they are a solvent, organic solvent, in which the alkyne can be dissolved. Okay. And therefore water is polar, because the bond between the hydrogen and oxygen is polar, because oxygen have more electronegativity than the hydrogen. Like if we talk so in the H2O, there is the one hydrogen, second hydrogen, no, like this, one oxygen and this hydrogen. So the shear pair of electron is more attracted by the oxygen atom, therefore it make the water is a polar compound. Okay. The third is that when we undergo this the combustion process, so they release a lot of energy, and plus CO2 and plus H2O. This is also a property of the alkyne. The third is its reaction increase with the increase in the molar amount. So reaction increase molar amount. Molar amount means that if we increase the alkyne in number, so directly it increases its reactions. Now we talk about only the physical properties. Now we are going to talk about its preparation, that how can we get the alkyne. Now we will talk about the preparation of alkyne, that how alkyne are prepared. So the first process is dehalogenation of dihalide. Firstly, these are those organic compounds in which the dihalide attached to adjacent carbon atoms, and these are called divisional dihalides. In this process we take 1,2-dibromethane. So alkyne are actually unsaturated hydrocarbon, so mainly they are prepared from saturated hydrocarbon by the elimination reaction. So there we take one 1,2-dibromethane. Okay, 1,2-dibromethane is in this process is like this. In 1,2-dibromethane, there are two bromine. One is attached to one carbon atom. There's also one bromine. There is a hydrogen, while there is again one bromine. Okay, and there is again hydrogen. There is again one hydrogen. So this is called 1,2-dibromethane, and it is a saturated hydrocarbon. So we take this as a 1,2-dibromethane. Okay, when this 1,2-dibromethane is heated by the alcoholic potassium hydroxide, so potassium dioxide and the heat, so the potassium hydroxide remove one hydrogen from one carbon atom while one bromine from another carbon atom. So what occur? This portion is removed. So what occur? This single bond between the two carbon atoms is converted into double bond. Okay, so we will take one carbon is double bonded to another carbon, and there is also one hydrogen. There is also one hydrogen, while there is a one bromine removed. Okay, and there also one hydrogen, while one hydrogen bromide is given as CH₄ Okay, now this is called bromethane. Bromethane is called ethene. This is called a ethane, while this is called ethene because there is a double bond. So we say that the alkyne can be prepared by in two processes, in two steps. In the first steps, the meaning ethane or the alkane is converted into alkene, while in the second step alkene is converted into alkane. So again we will take this given ethene. So we will take ethene as a hydrogen. There is one hydrogen, and it is double bonded to this carbon, while there is a bromine, there is a hydrogen. This process is again carried like this. The potassium hydroxide now remove this portion, so KOH by heating. Okay, so now this remove this portion of this ethene. So in the product it gives us that this bond, this double bond is converted into triple bond by the virtue of removing the bromine and hydrogen. So in the product it gives us that make triple bond between the carbon atoms, and there is remaining one hydrogen here, one here, and the one here, while plus HBr. Now this is called as a ethene. This is called as a ethene. It's called is ethyne. Sorry, ethyne. Okay. So what occurred? In the first step of the alkyne preparation, we took one dibromethane. It was saturated hydrocarbon, and which why? Because there is a single bond between the two carbon atoms, and we took the alcoholic solution potassium hydroxide, which removed one portion of hydrogen and bromine from two carbon atoms, and in the product it gave us bromethane, which is the unsaturated but have double bond and plus HBr hydrogen bromide. Okay, now we again take this unsaturated hydrocarbon which is called as the ethene, and when again undergoes this process, and the 1 potassium hydroxide again remove 1 HBr from the ethene, and at lastly the double bond between the carbon atom is converted into triple bond, and lastly it gives us the ethyne. Now we will talk about another process. Now this is the second process of alkyne preparation, the dehalogenation of tetrahalide. Firstly, what is tetrahalide? These are the organic compound which have 4 halogen atoms are bonded with 2 adjacent carbon atoms. Like if I take as tetrabromethane. So in this I will take, there is 1 carbon single bonded, because I am saying about the saturated hydrocarbon, so there is a single bond bromethane, and there is 1 Br halogen atom, there is 1, okay, there is 1, there is 1 hydrogen, and there is 1 hydrogen. So this is called 1122 tetrabromethane, and therefore we call as tetrahalide because 4 halogen atoms bromines are covalently bonded with 2 adjacent carbon atoms. Each carbon mean 2 carbon which are covalently bonded with each other. When this tetrahalide undergoes a dehalogenation process, so in this it is treated with a very reactive element which is called as a zinc. So when we treat this with the zinc, so 2 zinc, not like this, 2 zinc, okay, 2 zinc. So the zinc is very reactive element. It's just remove all the 4 bromine atoms, and therefore the bond between the carbon atom is converted into triple bond. So in the product it gives us that 1 carbon is covalently bonded to another carbon, and there is also 1 hydrogen, this hydrogen, and this hydrogen is there, and plus 2 zinc and bromine, 2 zinc bromine. Okay, so what occurred, that we took tetrahalide and we treated this tetrahalide with a zinc dust, and the zinc dust removed all the 4 halide halogen atoms from the carbon atom, and then it gave us that this is called now ethyne. This is called as a ethyne, and this was as a ethane. This was a bromine ethane, but I simply call as a ethane. So the ethane is converted into ethyne by the dehalogenation of tetrahalide with the reaction of zinc with very reactive element of the ethane. So it gives us the alkyne, and it is called as a zinc bromide. Zinc bromide. Okay. So this was all about the alkyne, what is alkyne and its properties and its preparation. So I hope this lecture might be helpful to you, and if you have any doubt, any questions, so you can mention in the comment, and please subscribe and share my lecture for the next videos.